Hey guys, it's Cindy. Today I'm going to be doing a wrap up, but it's actually going to be like a conjoined wrap up because I haven't read that much these past 2 months. So I went ahead and just like grouped everything together because for the month of July I only finished 3 books, and then for the month of August I only finished 3 books. So it's only 6 books total, and I just have been kind of in a huge reading slump. Like, it's been really hard for me to get like into something. I kind of in the middle of reading like 3 or 4 books. I just started reading City of Ghosts and I'm really liking that, so I hope that's going to break me out of my slump. But I just, like, right now I'm not in a reading mood. Like, all I want to do is lay down and watch YouTube or watch Netflix. Like, I can't lay down to read a book right now. So I'm going to go ahead and dive in. For the month of July, I had 1 3-star read and then 2 4-star reads. I actually haven't had a 5-star read either in the last 2 months, which is probably why I have been feeling kind of slumpy. So the first thing I read was Almost Midnight by Rainbow Rowell. This has 2 stories that are like Christmas themed. I actually enjoyed, I believe it was Kindred Spirits, a little bit more than I did the other one, which was Midnights. So if you're looking for just like some really cute books to read around like Christmas time, maybe like New Year time, these would be really good books or short stories to read. I don't want to really say what it's about because they're so short. I mean, the whole book itself is like under 200 pages and it's like a short book, but I really enjoyed the second one. I think the first one was alright as well, so it's not like it was a total bust and like both of them sucked or anything like that, but I thought they were really cute stories. I typically really like Rainbow Rowell's writing. It's something that I can read super fast, so I did enjoy this one. The next book is one that I gave 4 stars to, and that is On the Fence by Casey West. I actually really enjoy this one. If you guys know, Casey West is just like a really good author for me when I want something like romancy and fluffy and cute. This one did have, I feel like I read these books so fucking long ago that I can't even really remember what it's about, but this one did have a little bit of like a darker theme to it compared to the other Casey West books that I've read in the past. It is about a girl who's like a tomboy, and she has grown up with like 3 brothers and her next door neighbor who is basically been an older brother to her, and then her dad is a single dad, and she is kind of dealing with like coming into like more of a girly world and not knowing how to do it because of the fact that she's always been this tomboy that's played sports and played basketball. And I really enjoyed it. I really liked the love interest in this. I thought that it was just like really well done, and it wasn't as fluffy as what I've normally come to know Casey West by, but I actually really liked that the little bit of depth to the story. Not depth. So yeah. And the last book I read in July is actually one that I don't really remember that well. I gave it a 4-star, and I know this, like, a lot of people love this book, and I'm trying to like remember kind of what it's about, and I don't even really remember that much, and it's only been like, well, I guess it's been like 2 months. But I have a really bad memory when it comes to books, so I can't let like this much time pass before I tell you guys how I felt about it, because I will have no feelings after 2 months because I just don't remember the book and I have to reread it because that's just like how my brain works. But this is This Adventure Ends by Emma Mills. I do remember actually really liking this book, which is why I gave it a 4-star. I remember really liking the characters, but I don't really remember the storyline other than the fact that she makes a new group of friends and that they are out, or she is out trying to look for a painting. That is all I really remember, and I just know that I liked it, but I don't know, I'm drawing a blank. So yeah, I read this in July. So then in August, I read 3 books. I believe I read these for Booktubeathon, but that was a very long time ago as well, and I only read 3 books, and then I had like, Booktubeathon was a very tricky readathon for me, because at the end of Booktubeathon I got very down, so I couldn't really get back into reading or even wanting to participate because I just wasn't in a very good place, like mentally. So I just took like a huge mental illness break and just like didn't read, and like if you guys see, I didn't even upload or record or nothing because I couldn't deal. So I needed a break from social media and from people in general. But I did read 3 books that week. I gave one of them 4 stars and the other 2 3 stars. So the first one is Snot Girl. I really enjoyed this one. I was really surprised because graphic novels are very like hit and miss for me. I really like saga, and I really enjoyed this one. I was not expecting kind of like the mystery murder element to it. So I really liked it. I do have to pick up volume 2 very soon before I forget what happened in volume 1. And I love the art style in this. It's just so beautiful and like so colorful, and I love that she has like really bad allergy problems because like story of my life. But I love this one and I cannot wait to carry on with the series. So the next 2 that I read were 3 stars for me. They were alright. They didn't wow me really. And the first one is 7 Days of You by Cecilia Vines. I like this one a little bit more, maybe like a 3.5. And this was about a girl named Sophia, and she basically has a week left in Tokyo, and before she moves back to the States, and she has to say goodbye to her friend group, as well as when she's moving away back to the States, a boy that she used to know in Tokyo is moving back to Tokyo. So like they're gonna spend like a week together, and then she's leaving and he's staying. If that makes any sense. So they're kind of like swapping. And it was a boy that she knew when she was younger, and she absolutely hates him. It says it on the back. So it says she's forced to admit she may have misjudged him, but can their 7 short days of Tokyo and in anything but goodbye. That was so chopped up. But so it does have kind of like a hate to love kind of trope, and that part I loved. And I also really loved like the culture. They talked so much about different snacks and foods and like the atmosphere, and the whole entire time I'm like, oh my god, I'm so fucking hungry and I want all the food, like all the food they were mentioning. So I really like that part as well, just like the difference in culture and just like seeing those aspects being thrown into a book that I just wasn't expecting that much of. So I really enjoyed this one, so I gave it a 3.5 stars. So the last book that I read was actually one for Book of the Month. It was like one of the first Book of the Month books I think I've read so far, and it is Ghosted by Rosie Walsh. This is a book about 7 days as well. Like I said, it was just like a theme for August. And basically she meets a guy and they have 7 perfect days together, and then he completely goes ghost on her. I did enjoy this one. I think I initially gave it 4 stars, but after some time of like thinking about it, I came to the realization that it was more like a 3-star book. I think it was like pretty average. The plot twist in this, because there is like that mystery element of why the fuck did he disappear, and everyone's like warning her that he's like not good for her, blah blah blah. I thought I had guessed what had happened for them to like, for him not to talk to her anymore, but I had completely the wrong impression, and I had switched up everything that I thought had happened. So for that fact, I was just like, oh yeah, this is a 4-star read, because I just didn't see it coming. But like overall, I just don't think I loved it enough to give it 4 stars. And I am so secure with like giving books 4-star reads, and that's all I ever want to give a book is a 4-star. And I'm just like, if it really wows me, it's a 5. But like this was a 3-star book. Like I need to be more comfortable with giving books like the rating they actually deserve. This was like an average book for me, and so yeah, a 3-star. Okay guys, so these are the 6 books that I read for the months of July and August. I know nothing super impressive. I need to kick up my reading, but lately, like I said, I just haven't been like, I'm feeling a little bit better, but like still I'm a little off, and I'm trying to like work on that. So yeah, I'm trying to read as much as possible, but take care of myself as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. I think I'll be filming my TBR after this because I have so many videos to catch up on. And so if you guys see this look again, that's why. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!